Welcome back once again. You have reached PayDirt. I am your host, Brandon Harry, aka B Dirt, here with your host, Pay Saunders. What's good, Pay?
Oh my goodness, man. We have a lot going on today. I just want to say,
Who you telling?
I just want to say, bring on Thanksgiving. I just need a big thing of macaroni and cheese and dressing in front of me. I gotta eat this. I can't wait to relax, B. I can't wait to relax, and hopefully I can make some money.
Yeah,
in the process.
Yeah, I have man. I feel like we need to have like a some sort of text thread or some sort of something like a subscription thing where people can get, like, as we dive in a little bit more closer to the games, with not just the matchups or whatever, but that's really I've been bread and butter on these parlays and some of these prop bets, man. Finding some value in those late. I might have to start sharing some of those, giving people a sneak peek because they've been hot.
Are you soft launching the PayDirt Discord channel? Is that what you're doing there, B?
I don't know, man. I'm tossing out the idea. I'm tossing it around.
That's a soft launch. Yo. Are you soft launching it? You're just testing it out, testing to see how,
Testing the wall.
Yeah. See, I like dipping your toe.
Okay.
Testing it out. Yeah,
dipping the toe.
All right. It's pretty adventurous of you. I know you and some of my other homies are not the most tech savvy, so get
with all of our extra time. You know what I mean?
Right. It's courageous of you. I commend you on this.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
You never know.
Floating the idea around there.
Mm-hmm.
Floating the idea. Well, listen, man. Last week, where were we at here? Boo on Texas, on the Nerds, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, boo on them.
Boo
on the Nerds.
I think that's what cost us the 6th, didn't it?
Yeah, that definitely didn't hit. I think the overs that we talked about hit. I don't know. Did we keep the under for Ravens Jets? Because that hit as well.
We did. So yeah, I'm looking at a 5-1 week here.
Those damn nerds.
We had the over. We had the BYU -2.5. We had the Bears -2.5. We had the 49ers -6.5. Baltimore under. Just the nerds.
See, man. Those who listen to Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan Channel, they know I've been railing against nerds all season. Not because it's not because I don't like them or I'm trying to be disrespectful. It's just they have no place in football, and you see why.
That's it. They're just like kickers sometimes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that gets us up over to 54% for the year. So we're getting there. We need to do another 5-1. Maybe hit this 6 for 6 for people this week. The holiday spirit. Let's be thankful for a 6-leg parlay. I'll be thankful for that.
I cannot wait. I need a 6-leg no Diddy in my life.
All right. Well, where are you going to start it at, man? I got college football up on the screen right now. You got one that stands out to you?
All right. College football. You know what? In this season of giving, I'm going to let you kick it off. I know this is a big college weekend for you.
Well, I don't know. Should we build up to the crescendo? I think I'm going to start in the SEC, but I'm not going to start with any of the marquee matchups. I'm going to go to something a little less, probably at the beginning of the year looked awesome, little less eventful right now. We got the Battle of South Carolina, Clemson going to the University of South Carolina Gamecocks. It's a noon kickoff. South Carolina's at home. South Carolina has been playing better. I know they fell apart in the second half last week after jumping off to a big lead against Texas A&M. But I feel like South Carolina's playing better football. Dabo Swinney is jumping around, acting like he won the national championship after he beats a suspect at best team. I just don't like the vibes in Clemson. I don't like the rumor mills in Clemson. I think South Carolina is going to come out here and play better football. I like them -2.5 against Clemson at home. A little pride here.
Speaking of vibes, Lane Kiffin, huh? Oof.
Yeah.
Check out that guy. All right, man. I can roll with that one a little bit. Let's see. There was a time that the SEC was not so coveted as far as looking at how to make some money, especially for us laymen that's not in the game. But I do like Mississippi State a little bit this week. You know, the line right now was +7, total 62.5. They are hosting Ole Miss, number 7 in the nation. I like it for the value. You see these lines on this -112 on the spread, +225.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's some blood in the water. I think there's a sneaky chance that they can cover this 7, and that's where our big win will come from, right there. B, how juicy is this game?
You know, there's a lot whirling right now at Ole Miss. You know, this is the Egg Bowl, and after the Egg Bowl, he's going to make his decision known, whether he's staying or going.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people speculating LSU is going to be the play here. So, you know, is it win one for the Gipper, or is it a lot of animosity amongst, the younger college students and not playing together? Mississippi State, a little something to prove here. They played people tough, even though they've only got one SEC win this year.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like watching the line. I'd love this. I'd like it a lot more. Let's put it this way: at +7.5, might buy up that hook. I don't know.
All right, that's
you want to put
good.
The 7 on the list?
Go ahead and put it on there. We can discuss it a little bit more later. But that is excellent advice about watching the line. There's a few NFL games that this week I want you all to pay attention to the line, because I think it might do some dancing for you. So,
I've already noticed a couple of them danced between us recording a show earlier today and just before we went live here.
See,
Yeah.
It's the holidays. I mean, right before Black Friday, people got a little extra cash, threatening those lines, making them move around.
And I wonder if we're seeing the quote-unquote Vegas smart money go a little bit earlier because of the holiday.
Of course,
that's also something
always.
I'm starting to wonder. Yeah. Let's stay right here in the SEC. We got Georgia at Georgia Tech. Not so fast. I learned my lesson, nerds. You're not getting me this week. I'm going down to Texas A&M at Texas. Marquee matchup. Texas number 3 in the nation after a scare last week. Texas trying to play their way back into this CFB conversation at 16. Right. This is a big game for them. Texas A&M road favorite. Texas home dog +2.5. Not what I like about this game. Over under 52.5. I think Texas is going to pull out all the stops here. I think Sarkisian is going to run some trick plays. I think Texas A&M is loaded. I think these two quarterbacks are going to play some of their best ball. I like the over 52.5 in this game. What do you say about that?
I love the over. The over, I got that circled on my sheet right now. Give me the over in this game. Hammer that right now, B. And I'm telling you right now, we are going to fight if you want to pull this off the slip later.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right. We don't need to take that close up. All right. You got anything else here while we're in the SEC?
Not in the SEC.
Not so fast.
Not so.
I don't want to
fast.
leave the SEC quite yet.
Is that true?
The Iron Bowl. Bama goes into Auburn, and Auburn is a home dog, getting 6 points at home, over under 46.5. Here's real simple analysis for this. I know they're at Auburn. I don't know how much that really matters in this game. This is always one of those very hardly fought contests. A real rivalry amongst rivalries, if you would. Here's the way I look at it. Bama won this rivalry last year by 2 touchdowns, 14 points. And Alabama is better this year, and Auburn is worse. Because of that, I'm going to take Alabama -6. Your thoughts?
You know I like hammering Alabama, right? You don't have to sell me up on Roll Tide. I think sometimes it just comes down to just how simple that you made it. Bama's better. The other team is not.
Mm-hmm.
I can't dissuade it too much. In the interest of time, there was an SEC game that I was kind of interested in. It's kind of not a fun one though. Vandy, Kentucky.
No, Vandy, Tennessee.
I'm
Kentucky's
sorry,
playing
Vandy.
Louisville.
All right, Vandy, Tennessee. I'm getting my sheet mixed up. So, Vandy, Tennessee. Not only do I like the game over in this one, I like Vanderbilt to win this game.
Ooh, outright.
An outright win for the Vanderbilt Commodores. Shout out to Skip Bayless.
I'll dig it. We'll put it on there. All right. You got anything else in here?
Not in the SEC.
What you got?
I think let's go to the Big Ten there, PayDirt.
All right.
So in the Big Ten, Nebraska.
Yes, sir.
They are playing the
Iowa
Hawkeyes. We've always bet against Iowa for reasons because they're trash. Nebraska started off hot. I don't think they're as good as we thought they would be towards the beginning of the season, but I still got some faith in them. The line is 6 right now.
And Nebraska +6.
Yeah, +6. I don't know how confident I feel in Nebraska to outright win this game, but I do like them to keep it closer than a touchdown. Give me the +6.
All right. I refrain here from this because it's sacrilegious for me. Ohio State -10 against Michigan. The weather looks like it's going to be a little rough, but it's not till later in the afternoon. I think Ohio State could get up early in this game. I like Ohio State in it, but I'm not enough to put it on a ticket. But if Michigan starts betting this, it gets lower than 10, I'd be interested.
Don't you know a lot of Michigan fans? Tell them to pony up.
Emotional hedge.
Well, that's a little anticlimactic. Well, that's it for me then, PayDirt. That's it for me for Saturday.
I got one more, and you want to talk about anticlimactic.
Ooh, you've got me interested.
All right, we're going to have to search deep into the dungeon here, into the cave of this for this football. We're down here in the Western Kentucky area. We're not there yet. We're almost there. We're not there yet. Oh, a Rutgers sighting. There it is. Army at the University of Texas, San Antonio. Army's only scored 30 points one time this year. University of Texas San Antonio has scored over 40 points 5 times, over 50 points 3 times, over 60 points once. I don't think Army's got the firepower here to last against San Antonio. I like them to put up more points and be a -7.5 here. What do you think about that?
Ooh, be careful with that. Careful taking the over on that one. But I'm not gonna. I don't hate it. Just maybe I'm scoring. My track record with the service institutions not that great. I kind of hate on them a little bit. But
I think I've been 4-1 against the services this year. We'll put it on there. We'll debate it later. But that's all I got for Saturday too, man.
Yeah, that's it from Saturday. I got let's get into Thursday. That's what I'm here for. Let's talk some Thursday action.
Well, let's take a quick break before we do that. Hear from our sponsors, and then we'll get right back at it for some NFL. We got Thanksgiving Day action, Black Friday games. We got a lot to talk about, man. I'm looking forward to it. But we'll hear something from our sponsors real quick, and we'll be right back up to these messages. And welcome back to PayDirt. We have given you the college picks for this weekend. Now we're going to get into some NFL talk. Starting it off, Thanksgiving Day.
Before we get into that, Thanksgiving Day, the first game of the day, while you're the food shouldn't be ready yet. If the food is already ready by noon, I'm not coming. Don't invite me to your house. The food ain't been cooking long enough for me. But first game, Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions. What's Thursday? What's Thanksgiving without Detroit Lions, right?
Yeah, I want to see some old footage of Barry Sanders and Megatron and the clips ahead of time.
Now that is one of your NFL squads. Your adopted NFL team, as you say, your adopted NFC team, the Detroit Lions. They're 2.5 point fave.
That's a step squad, if you will.
I like that. I mean, I can roll with that. I mean, it's not really my taste. I bear down 24/7. We eating at 3 Pacific. So with this game,
it's not real time zone.
Not the Lord's time zone. With this game, a couple of things need to be noted. One, these two teams both have 7 wins. 2, Green Bay won the first game. With this being a divisional game, you are really gambling on whether or not Green Bay can sweep the Detroit Lions, the defending NFC North champions. Just without looking at the spread, do you think that's likely to happen?
I would say unlikely.
Unlikely. So if we all just know how good teams perform and throughout the course of an NFL season, especially divisional opponents, they tend to split. All right. So with that, arming that in our decision with this game, I would definitely lean towards Detroit. Is there a good reason why I should want to lean back in the other direction in favor of Green Bay?
Inconsistent play at quarterback? No. Questions on health at running back? No. Best targets at wide receiver and tight end, both it hurt? No.
But B, it's Toyota-thon. Jordan Love loves Toyota-thon.
Is it? I thought Toyota-thon didn't start until December.
Toyota-thon usually kicks off mid to late November. I've seen the commercials. It is on.
No.
For those that are unaware,
it is. It
Jordan
started
Love,
November 19th.
For those unaware, Jordan Love plays his best ball during Toyotathon. It's what got him paid. His Toyotathon antics. He has a career 11-5 record, 3,719 passing yards, 28 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions during Toyotathon during his career. B. Now that I laid that out there, you did mention he's missing Tucker Craft. I'm sorry. He's missing, Jacobs is not supposed to play it too, I don't believe, right? And just talking about Jordan Love here. Can he will them to a surprising win on Thanksgiving?
11-6.
Oh yeah, that's right, 11-6. Okay.
I think he loses.
I like the sound of Green Bay losing. Give me Detroit.
All right. I had a little bit more in college than I did in the NFL. But yeah, I did have a couple things. I'm rooting for your Bears, but I'm not picking your Bears. I do have this. This is a big
before we get off Thursday. I want to say this.
You got more Thursday.
There is that Kansas City Cowboy game. I won't be watching that game. I don't know. A lot of people are going to be watching that game because it is two of America's teams, Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys. Mm-hmm. I will be in Fort Myers to watch North Carolina play Michigan State. For those interested,
round ball, not oblong.
Yes, basketball. Michigan State is a 2.5-point fave at this moment. I am taking
Jordan got nothing to do with that.
Not that one. Different Jordan.
Got
it. I would be taking the underdog in that game, of course. I don't think there's any team in the nation that can stop the Twin Towers of North Carolina. I don't think they let you play player props anymore for college athletes, or at least college basketball. So pay attention. If you can find some action on player props, go ahead and take the over on Vassar and Caleb Love. Right. You might want to do that. 20-10. Lock it in. Back to football.
Back to foosball. Do you have anything else for Thanksgiving Day?
So the Kansas City Chiefs playing the Dallas Cowboys in the mid game. That one's, I'm gonna push away from the table on that one. I've had enough. I'm stuffed. There's a lot there's a lot in that game. It's a little tricky. The final game of the day, Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. I expect the Ravens to win this game. I don't know if they win by 7. Is Joe Burrow playing in this game?
Joe Burrow's back. Unfortunately, he's not going to make any tackles. He doesn't play defense, so we still have some issues there. But I do foresee in my future, if I'm looking in a crystal ball, I see some libations leading to me randomly betting this game, which probably not the smartest thing.
Probably not. I like Baltimore to win straight up. I don't necessarily like it for the spread. If I was to pick the other football game, Dallas Cowboys, Kansas City Chiefs, I am trending towards Dallas in that game. Actually, I'm trending towards them at 3.5. Something about how they came back and whooped on Philadelphia in that matter. I'm starting to become a believer. Starting to become a believer. We can talk about it though. B, you were saying something about that you saw on Sunday that piqued your curiosity.
Yeah, Sunday. I got the 49ers. I've already bet them coming over to the East Coast earlier this year and won. And now they're coming to play the Cleveland Browns and Mr. Shedeur Sanders, who, if you saw me earlier today, you found out I still think he's got a lot to prove. I mean, he completed 55% of his passes for 200 yards, 1 pick, 1 touchdown. Didn't set the world on fire. The 49ers, I mean, maybe the best coaching I've seen Shanahan do in his career this year. Had a lot of people in and out. Brock Purdy, definitely the speed of the game was off. He's been throwing some picks. They get past all of those and still win the game. I think this is going to be a 49ers team that's going to take that next step. They got Pearsall back. McCaffrey, I think, has a big game here. And I think the 49ers are good enough to cover this minus 4.5 points.
I like the under in this game. The under
it's only 36.5.
Yeah, well, it went down because earlier I looked at it, it was at 39.5. Do I still like the under at 36.5?
That's a 20-17 game.
I like it. Actually, that's over. 2017 will be over. We've talked ad nauseum on this show, on the other shows, about Cleveland's inability to score 20 points. If I'm going in with that already armed, they have a quarterback playing in his second ever NFL game. We saw Brock Purdy struggle against the Carolina Panthers. Cleveland is the best defense in the league. All things point towards this game being extremely boring. Give me the under on this game.
All right. We did skip past your Friday. Did you not want to take a crack at the Bears here +7 against the Eagles? Or
I like the Bears to keep it close, but we ain't gotta go over all the reasons why. Because at the end of the day, we gotta take it off the slip anyway. But yeah, I like the Bears to keep it closer to 7.
All right. Who you got next?
Next, let's talk about the Rams and Panthers. I did just mention the Panthers. This line is 10.5.
10. Flat
10 now. A flat 10. I like the Rams to win this game outright. But how much do I like the Rams? I don't think the Rams have been destroying teams in the way that I perceived them to in the last couple of weeks. Ever since Puka came back, he hasn't been high flying and doing things. It's been a Devontae Adams show. The Carolina Panthers, their season is on the line right now. Not that a loss will end their season, but for them to stay in the hunt, they will need to play inspired football. I'm not calling them to win. I am calling them to keep it under 10. Give me Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I think I took that earlier just because no one else did. But yeah, not on my list. Not on my list, but I do have a game right here that is not that I want to make a habit out of betting the Miami Dolphins, but I definitely want to make a habit of betting against the New Orleans Saints. Mm-hmm. Dolphins at home -5.5. I think they win this one by 10. What do you think about that one?
I think just like I said earlier, depending on Miami to win convincingly, even though they've had a really easy schedule,
I think you're gonna see the Miami that you saw against the Falcons and Bills closer than you are against some of these other teams because the Ravens and whatnot because of the Saints defense.
Yeah, the Saints have been playing better ever since they got rid of Spencer. I don't know. I'm a little cautious about that game, just a tad.
Saints got beat by 14 by the Falcons. Got beat by 24 by the Rams. Got beat by 20 by the Bucks. Got beat by 12 by your Bears. I mean, the only teams they really kept it close against were they beat the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
All right. So
And it looks like they keep it closer at home than they do on the road. My 2 cents.
I take that. That's pretty much it for me. Rest of the games, I'm a little skittish on. So, what else do you have?
425
have
game.
some. My bad. I did have some props, but we can hold off on that.
425 game. I'm not gonna put it on the slip, but I'm eyeballing this 425 window. I really like the Chargers here now that it's fell to -9.5. That was at 10 earlier. I like them to cover that. That's my big one, and then I don't know. You're trying to talk me out of that Broncos on Sunday night, but I think something tells me they don't get them. That's it. You got any prop bets that you think are worthy to put on the bet slip?
So Friday, a couple of things I liked. I did like the over in that Ravens game. I think I did say that earlier. I did like Travis Kelce for any time, and I do like Derrick Henry for over 18 carries, 18 and a half carries. I think that's what the line was. So you open up that game.
Which one do you like best?
Well, the carries, obviously, for Derrick Henry. I think that's the most surest one. I like I think I saw his line at 17 and a half earlier. It might have moved.
Yeah, 18, yeah.
18. I like the over on that.
All right. I'll tell you which one I like the best.
Is it any time?
Plus 125. I like that. All right, we got 14. We got to whittle these guys down, man.
Let's go.
All right, you know the rules. We got one. You took out my 49ers bet because you hit same game parlay. Rule number 1. All righty, right. So we'll start college. Out of these right here, the first one's here: South Carolina, Mississippi State over in the Texas A&M Texas game at Bama 6. I think my favorite here is Texas A&M Texas over.
I think the least favorite I have here is Mississippi State. Sucks. I think that's more risky than all the other ones. I would go ahead and remove that from my parlay if that's that's how you're gonna do that. I would also even scroll on down into Nebraska. I'm just go ahead and take both of the big-ish underdogs out of there, just because I don't want any malfeasance messing up my money for the holiday.
All right, you talked me out of the University of Texas San Antonio. I'll bet that separately.
Mm-hmm.
So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 college games. Vanderbilt being a plus 124 on the money line at Tennessee.
And they're nerds. So how did we start the show? Nerds screwed us already once.
Good call.
Those Commodores out of here. Take
All
that,
right.
Skip Bayless.
So now we've got 5 left here. Minus 125 or plus 125. Which prop bet do you like best?
Derrick Henry. To be honest with you,
all right, you got Derrick Henry. It is.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a sure shot. Derrick Henry's going to get the ball.
So now we've got 4 left. Out of these 3 left, the Dolphins against the Saints, the Rams against the Panthers, or the Packers versus the Lions. Which one do you think is more likely to shit in their helmet?
Got some breaking news. While you just cited the Packers game against the Lions, Josh Jacobs is playing.
Okay.
Does that change your thoughts on this game? Any PayDirt?
Not a lot. No,
not a lot. Because running backs are not They don't affect the line too much.
Mhm.
I
think
do have a little
Jahmyr
bit more.
Gibbs would affect the line more than Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, of course, because Jahmyr Gibbs top 2 running back,
And he's a
but
dual threat. Catches the
yeah,
ball a
true,
lot out of the backfield.
true. I do have a little bit more confidence in the Packers offense now with Josh Jacobs back. Don't know how effective he will be, but him being there gives me a little bit more confidence. So the question you asked, out of the 3 NFL teams that we have here, Miami, Carolina, Detroit, Detroit's got to win by a field goal. I'm gonna keep them on there. I'm gonna say Carolina. Carolina is the one that's the furthest shot away. I'm gonna bet that separately.
Yeah, I was a coin toss here between the Panthers or Dolphins. Wouldn't surprise me either way if one of these teams, if the Dolphins win by a field goal or lose by a field goal, it wouldn't surprise me too much. I do expect them to win by more than a touchdown, but I also wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers got blown out by the Rams. Rams looked really good last week, 34-7. They beat San Francisco really handily. They've had a couple of 20-point wins, a few of them this year. So take the Panthers out, you think?
I would take the Panthers out. That gets us down to 6, right?
That is 6 on the slip at plus 4140. So the pick 6 for this week is South Carolina Gamecocks minus 2.5. The over 52.5 in the Texas A&M Texas game. Alabama minus 6 at Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Detroit versus everybody minus 2.5 at home on Thanksgiving Day. Something to root for on Thanksgiving. Feels good in there too. We have the Saints, the Miami Dolphins taking the Dolphins minus 5.5 and 18 plus carries for Derrick Henry against the Cincinnati Bengals. That could be one of those things where they score early and run the ball. And the Bengals are the worst rush defense in the league. Unfortunately, as Bengals fans, I think they're also like next to last in pass defense. So. Rough one.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, man. So we got close last week. We got it. That means they owe us one. Let's go. It's time to get.
Let's go get 6. Can we get 6?
We need it. It's our time. It's our time.
All right. Closing words. Where everybody can find you. What's going on?
After you enjoy football, watch all that, and be merry and festive with your family, why don't you pull up a seat on Friday, wherever your RS feed leads you, whether that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Grab your leftovers out of the microwave and check us out. We'll be previewing the Bears versus Eagles at the Frustrated Chicago Sports Fan channel. As I said, available on YouTube or anywhere you get your podcast fix.
I like it. We'll be doing Run Through the Jungle here shortly with me and Justin. The homies was supposed to be recorded, kind of came out, didn't come out on all platforms, will be out on Friday morning. Take a look at that if you haven't already. Happy Thanksgiving to all. I will be living my best life, eating and drinking well on Thursday and watching the Detroit Pistons, the number 1 in the East. Detroit Pistons taking on the Boston Celtics on Friday, followed by the Michigan Wolverines taking on Ohio State on Saturday. So good weekend for me. Going to need some real luck to be happy on that ride home. Got to ride home with 2 Ohio State fans. Could be rough.
Ohio State ain't been tested this year. I mean,
it's a rivalry
game.
It's a rivalry game. It's always you never know. You never know. But that is it for Pay and myself. We'll be back at it next week. should be back to normal time, but you never know. But definitely keep that thumbs up, that like, that subscribe. Make sure you get those first notifications, and when you hear it, come check us out. Get your information. Get those bets. 5-1 last week. We're going to do it again this week. 5-1 and better, and we're going to keep the ball rolling. Catch us next week as we hit PayDirt.